Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn the new skill, how to copy and paste. By the end of the class, you should be able to copy and paste both text and images into one of your Google Docs. A couple of review skills that we'll need to know to be able to do this well is first we'll need to know how to log into Google Drive. We'll also need to know how to create a new folder. And the last one we'll need to know is how to create a new document inside of your folder. So if you don't remember how to do these from previous classes, don't worry, I'm about to show you. So like I said, first we'll need to log into our Google Drive account. If you go to the DCIS at Ford homepage, you'll click on the Google Drive logo in the bottom right corner. And then you'll need to type in your username and password, which you can find on your login ticket that you get from your leader. I've already logged in, and you can see I have a tab open up here at the top, so I'm just going to close this tab. Now the next thing you'll need to do, if you have not already created your portfolio folder, you'll need to create a new folder inside your Google Drive account. So the way you create a new folder is you first bring your mouse up to the top left corner and you click on the New button, and it's blue. And then you'll just click on Folder. Here in this folder, I'd like you to please type your first and last name holding Shift for the first letters so that you have a capital letter, and then type in the rest, a space between words, and then you'll hold Shift and type the first letter of your last name and have the rest of your letters lowercase. Then you just click Create, and now you see that you have a new folder. The next skill we need to use before we can start working on copy and pasting is we need to create a new document where we can copy and paste all of our text and images into. So in order to create a new document, we're going to first open up the folder that we just created. So you click on it to select it, and then you double click to open it. Now you see up here at the top that we're inside our drive, and then we've gone into our portfolio folder. Now we just need to create a new Google Doc. So the way we create a new Google Doc is similar to a new folder. We just click New, and then we go down to Google Docs. This creates a document that we can type any kind of text into. We can copy and paste images or copy and paste text from the internet or from other documents. So the first thing we want to do whenever we create a new document is we need to give it a name. Up here in the top left corner of your document, you see it's now currently titled Untitled Document. So the way we want to rename it is by clicking in here, and we're going to call this one Number, which is Shift and the number 3 to make the hashtag sign. Number 1 space copy and paste. Please be careful and take your time and make sure you type it just like I've typed it. Once you have that, you can click back in your document, and you'll see that your cursor will start flashing again. And anywhere this cursor is flashing, this is where your text is going to come out when you type it or copy and paste. So now we're ready to begin working on our goal of the day, which is copying and pasting text and images into our Google Doc. So you should still have your Challenges tab open if you're watching this video. You can click back on the Challenges tab, and here there's some links to some documents that I'd like you to use to copy and paste. So the first one we're going to copy from is the orange circle number 2. If you put your mouse in the middle, you'll see that it turns from an arrow to a finger pointer when you're on the correct link. Go ahead and click on number 2 to open up a new tab. And we'll see here we have some text that we want to copy and paste. The way that you copy things is you first have to highlight what you would like to copy, because we need to tell the computer what it is that you want to copy. The way we highlight is we put our mouse at the very beginning of the text on all the way to the left, and then we're going to click and drag all the way across the text until we get to the end. You'll notice that when you've highlighted it correctly, there will be a blue background across the whole sentence. If you see that part of your sentence is not blue, you need to back up and try again. Once you have highlighted all of your text, the way you copy it is very simple. You're just going to use your right click on your mouse and then you're going to select copy. That's all it takes. You've copied this text. Now we're going to go back to our tab that we've named copy and paste, and you see up here in our window it's right here in the middle, number 1, copy and paste. And that's why we named it, so we can see it very easily in our tabs. So now we're going to go back down here to our cursor, and we're going to right click again, and voila, we have copied and pasted one sentence into our document. Very simple. Once you have done the first selection, we're going to continue this. There are 3 other selections that I'd like you to copy and paste. So we're going to click our mouse on the cursor, and we're going to hit the Enter key to drop down to the next line. Okay, and I'd like you to actually hit that twice just to make some extra space. So once you've hit Enter twice and your cursor is flashing below the first sentence, we're going to go back up to our Challenges tab, which is right here, Challenges. We're going to click on that, and we're going to go to the orange circle number 3. Okay? And you see here that we have some text here that I've kind of made into a code, and you can't really tell what this says with this text. So if you read the directions, it says copy and paste the text below, and then highlight the text and change the font to Arial to view the message. So first we're going to copy it. Again, we put our mouse at the beginning of the sentence. We click and drag all the way to the side and then all the way down to the bottom right corner and let go. We put our mouse in the middle of the text, right click, select copy. We're going to go back to our document here, number 1, copy and paste. And we're going to repeat the same procedure. We're going to put our mouse on the cursor, we're going to right click and select paste. Okay. Now the second part of the directions were that we need to change the font to Arial. So this is another skill that we've learned earlier in the year, but I'll show you quickly here. We'll click back here, follow the procedure to highlight. We're going to click and drag all the way across, and then we're going to go up to the text box here, the font box, and click the drop down arrow and then select Arial. Now you see the secret message is DCIS at Ford is the best school in all of Denver. Once you've done that, we're going to click at the end of the sentence and tap the Enter key 2 more times, and we're going to work on our third piece of text to copy and paste. Now if it helps you, you can go ahead and close out these tabs. Once we've copied and pasted everything, you can just go ahead and close that and close that one. And that way, I think for me, if there's less tabs in my window, it makes it easier for me to stay on point. So again, we're going to go to number 4 now, and we're going to click on this. And here you see we have a smiley face and another smiley face, and in between it, there's some text. So in order to see this text, we need to change the font color to black. Okay, so we have another secret message here that's going to require you to call on some of your previous knowledge. So again, we left click, drag it across the text, and then we're going to put our mouse in the center of the sentence, right click, select copy. We go back to our copy and paste tab. We put our mouse where our cursor is flashing, and we right click, select paste. Okay. Now remember, the directions here said we need to highlight this and change the font color to black. So we'll go back to our copy and paste tab. We're going to left click and drag to highlight. We're going to select here in our font color, in our text color box, we're going to select the drop down arrow, and we're going to select black. Now you see that the secret message becomes highlighted, and I am happy if you solve this. Our last one, we are going to practice with copying and pasting a picture. So we click at the end of our sentence, we tap the Enter key 2 times. It's back in our Challenges tab. It's number 5. This one is an image, and it's going to work a little bit different than copying and pasting the text. To do an image, we don't always have to highlight it, we can just select it. So we can click on the image to select it, and then right-click, select Copy. We go back to our Copy and Paste tab. We put our mouse on the flashing cursor and right-click, select Paste. Okay. Once your document has all 4 of these in it, I would like you to raise your thumb and I will come check your work to make sure you've done it correctly. If you have any questions, as always, please ask your leader first, and if your leaders can't help you, then put your hand up and I will come around to help everyone. Once I've checked your work, I'd like you to practice copying and pasting some other texts and images from anywhere on the internet. You can copy and paste text from another website or from a Wikipedia page, or you can go to a Google search and you can practice copying and pasting images from a Google search into your document. You're welcome to pick your favorite things, or just anything that you would like to have that you don't, as long as the pictures are appropriate for school. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget, if you have problems or you run into any kind of issues, you're welcome to rewind the video and watch it over again to make sure that you've understood this correctly. I hope you're having fun.